Hey Breakthrough, my name is Joe, and I am this summer in charge of electives, and I also am teaching a seventh grade class called The Power of Emotions. This elective offering is yoga. So you might be like, Joe, where's your yoga mat? What poses are we going to do today? Well, at least for this first week of the yoga elective, we're going to practice a different kind of yoga. And I'll give you a little bit of my thinking and reasoning behind this. So, when we look at the roots of yoga and where it was founded thousands of years ago in the East, in India, actually, um, we find that at the core of yoga is actually this yoking, which means like a connection between my idea of myself that's very real as this person in this body named Joe, right? And all of my identities. So it's connecting that with something bigger than me. um it's something that is like how I am connected to like the trees outside or my dogs or you watching this video. We are connected, we breathe the same air. So yoga intends to connect this idea of me as separate with something bigger than me. And so there are so many different ways to practice yoga. Over time, and especially in the United States and in other Western countries today, the idea and understanding of what yoga is has kind of been lost. And so now there are these yoga studios. And so many people in the West, in the United States, think that yoga is just about being really fit, right? Wearing yoga pants and working out and using your breath. That is one way to practice yoga, like using different shapes in our body to build connections. But it's not the only way. The idea with yoga poses is that we can practice through a different shape in our body, leaning into and being with discomfort in our bodies. So, actually, building strength and softening and focusing on what is really present. Stopping all of the ways in which we are conditioned by society and really just letting ourselves relax and be as we are without like trying to change anything about ourselves. So I actually think yoga is a lot about acceptance. And so today's elective offering for yoga is going to be just a guided meditation where we practice accepting ourselves as we are. So for this meditation, I want you right now, wherever you are, to take a moment to just find a comfortable seat. This could be on the ground. Maybe you put like a pillow or a book underneath your sit bones so your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. It could also be in a chair. Like I don't really have good knees, so a lot of times when I practice meditation, I'm just sitting in a chair. Wherever you're sitting, you can either gaze 4 to 6 feet in front of you, but soften your eyes, or you can close your eyes. Like I said, whatever's comfortable. And as you take the next few breaths here to notice your seat and come to stillness, notice your breath. Maybe roll your shoulders up and down your back. Nice and relaxed shoulders. Lift your chin a little bit. Maybe pull it back, not too far like this, but back so your head's not sticking forward like that. So tall seat, you can kind of imagine that there's a string coming down from the ceiling that's pulling your head up toward the ceiling. The idea with this tall seat is that you're vulnerably sitting here in stillness with an open heart. And so your focus here is just on the breath. You can think in your mind, Breathing in, I am breathing in. Breathing out, I am breathing out. And you'll probably, because you're human, notice that you still have thoughts. And every time you get stuck with a thought or a story in your mind, just come back to your breath. Keep focusing on the breath and softening the heart. And take a moment here to kind of just invite all of the parts of who you are into this present moment. All the different parts of your identity that maybe sometimes society tells you isn't allowed to be here. Or maybe you do that to yourself. Can you just let yourself be here as you are for a few moments, not too long? And again, as the mind wanders, you just come back to the breath, accepting and forgiving yourself. Whether your eyes are open or closed, I invite you in the next few minutes to visualize yourself. Maybe it's in a few minutes from now, or just sometime in the future. It could be a few minutes, a few weeks, or even years. And start to visualize this image of yourself. Someone who is totally happy. And happiness, not in the kind of way where we push away anger or any other kind of difficult emotion, but happiness, the kind of happiness that accepts whatever arises in your emotional experience. So visualizing this self, notice how you feel in your body. Notice if your thoughts may have shifted. And just let yourself sit here and rest for a few more breaths. Cultivating this sense of gratitude and appreciation for who you are. Knowing that every step on your journey is guiding you closer and closer to your heart. Your heart that is spacious and clear, and it's good at its core. And when you're ready, you can come out of your seat, shift your attention away from the breath and back into this moment, in this video. And so thank you all so much for taking a few moments just to be with yourself as you are. And what's so cool is that you can make a choice to come back to that moment, to that feeling of being with yourself whenever you choose. It can be as simple as just coming back to the breath and letting yourself be. So Breakthrough, in order to earn Breakthrough points today for this elective, please email breakthroughelectives@gmail.com with any kind of reflection about this meditation. It could be a few sentences about how you felt. It could be a few sentences about maybe what you visualized about this future version of yourself that's accepting and happy. Whatever feels right to you, send that along to breakthroughelectives@gmail.com. And remember, y'all, this is yoga. Sitting and being with yourself as you are is yoga, because you are connecting with a deeper sense of who you are so that you can show up in your life in loving and meaningful ways, in ways that are at their core about justice and acceptance. Okay, well, I look forward to teaching some more yoga in the coming weeks. And we will practice some shapes. So if you're looking forward to like yoga poses, which are called yoga asana, don't worry. I'll be teaching those in coming weeks. Okay, I hope you're well and have a great day. Bye, Breakthrough.